Everyone talks about success, but no one really talks about this part of the journey. When you're working your heart out, when you're sacrificing your sleep, when you're sacrificing time you could have spent with your family or friends and just working on the days even when you don't feel like it. The part when it is not exciting, isn't thrilling and feels dull, and it's definitely not what anyone would imagine when they start. But maybe this is the exact part of the journey which makes it feel worth it. Today I want to talk a little bit about what it feels to be in the stage when you're putting all your effort in and working day and night, but you still don't get to see the results you expected it to be, and maybe they're not even close to expectation, and you start doubting yourself, and even worse when it gets to a point when you can't enjoy yourself even when you try to. It's like you're not exactly sad, but you can't enjoy anything either. It's like you don't have the permission from your brain to rest, because deep down you know you have more potential and more hours to put in the work. You start to feel guilty of relaxing, but also too tired to do more at the same time. So you end up in this weird middle zone where you're not resting, you're not working, you're just stuck in these thoughts of overthinking your goals and your dreams. It's very heavy and confusing, but maybe it's quite also exactly the phase that will test how much discipline and patience you have and how much hunger you have to achieve your goals you're trying to work on, and how much you want them to be your life. As I was going through this, I wouldn't say I have it all sorted out, but I'm just talking through my real feelings and what I felt as I went through this. Writing down my feelings, or I came to the point that this phase isn't a sign of failure, it's just part of the process. And you cannot blame yourself here, because if you're doing the work you're supposed to, that's what you can control. You cannot control the result. The result is not in your hand. So if you're feeling guilty and overthinking, overstressing about the result, that's what you're doing wrong. Saying things you don't have in your hand is something a lot of people notice. Like, the results are not in your hand. The work you put in to get the results is. So why not double down on the work you're putting in to get those results if you're not satisfied with the results? Maybe your expectations were too high from the results, and you have to increase your work for the result you wanted to get. So I did exactly that for myself too. When I had this guilt of not working enough, and I was thinking I could be doing so much more, I deserve so much better and stuff like that. When I reflected on this, I came to the conclusion that I cannot do anything about the results I'm getting without changing the amount of work I'm putting in for it. So I started uploading 2 videos a day, 3 videos a day, instead of 1 video a day. And some people quit in this exact part. When it gets confusing, it gets boring, and you start to see your expectations break. This is where your discipline and patience come in the process, and you need to keep working even if you feel like this is pointless, this is never gonna work out. Everyone feels confused. It's just not just you, it's everyone. I feel it myself sometimes, but when I just work through it in a few days, it goes away and you get the clarity. You just need to remind yourself that every person who is trying to achieve or do something like this goes through this. This is a part of the process. Feeling this way is normal for someone who's trying to do something which is not easy. It's just not shown online as much as the success and the fairy tale part is. This is, every phase of this journey cannot be roses and flowers. And if everything was easy about the journey, everyone would do it. So that's the beauty of it, and that's the reason why it's hard. And maybe it is the reason why, what makes it worth it. And this is maybe the most important phase of going through the journey, as it builds your discipline and actual work ethic, which you need to be successful. If you feel like you are feeling anything like this right now, then I would love to know how you're dealing with it in the comments. Anything you feel like I should have included in this video about this, or any solutions, or anything you feel like it's valuable sharing, please feel free to comment and help the guys who are stuck in this phase right now. And I know, guys, this is not easy, but you need to keep going, because this is exactly the phase where real ones are made. And everyone who has achieved something humongous goes through this.